Hi, my name is Hannah Chang, and I'd like to share something very precious with you. My grandparents and parents, who originally moved from Korea to America, faced many difficulties. One of them was money. At one point, they couldn't even support their 6-month-old daughter with diapers. But despite these difficulties, my parents soon prospered, opened up their own business, and were blessed monetarily. However, they weren't always home. As a result, I grew up to be very bitter and reserved as a child. I had hard times connecting with children my age. But that soon changed. My grandma, who hardly spoke English at the time, was very special to me. She was a constant presence in my life, and she was also constantly in the kitchen. And one day I grew very curious, and so I got up and I walked in. That was it. And before me sprang this wondrous image I'll never forget of my grandma standing in the middle of this gigantic kitchen, and these pots of boiling water just surrounding her, and these skillets cooking up something so delicious. The aroma just wafted over me. I was entranced. I began to desperately beg my grandma to teach me how to cook. And so, at the age of 7, I held my first ladle. Now, as a 7-year-old, you're not a major presence in the kitchen, but more of a hassle, really. But my grandma never lost patience with me, and instead shared these words with me. Hayounga, 열심히 해. Hannah, do your best. And so I did, and I got better. I learned how to chop and peel, and how to add just a bit of salt for taste. I fell in love with cooking. To me, cooking is more than just making a meal for someone, but it's a physical representation of love and passion. And whenever I eat the food that is given to me, I remember my grandma's words. At my young age, I didn't really understand, but after she passed away, I began to understand. My relationship with my parents got better. I became outgoing and spontaneous. And whenever I couldn't express myself verbally, I would cook. I never saw my parents eat the food I made for them, but there was always evidence of empty dishes in the morning. When you cook something for someone, and you put the effort into it, and they receive the effort, and they take into account the intention behind the food, it acts as a way of communication, without words. And so, as I take my grandma's words, and I live by them, I am inspired to share them with you. So, 열심히 해, and do your best.